Well, what to tell you, I've got Discover Bank versus Curtis. That's what I put on the pretrial order that was dated July the 15th. We never received, I don't believe, unless you tell me we did, Linda.
Your Honor, I'm going to look right now.
Is this the only one you have?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try to put the terms on right now.
Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with the defendant, Michael Curtis, this morning in the hallway. We agreed to a consent judgment as follows: in the amount of $19,795.29, with the additional order that defendant shall have the right within 21 days to file a motion for installment payments with the court, and we both signed it and have a signed consent judgment.
And you have it in paper, right?
I do.
You can hand that up, please. So, sir, he tells me that the two of you are agreeing to consent to a judgment in favor of the plaintiff and against yourself, correct?
Yes, sir.
Hang on.
Oh, no problem.
Is that what you want to do?
I'm still unaware of the exact terms of it. As far as I know, I've been working with a Credit Associates of America, a debt consolidation firm, to take care of my debt, and I've been paying on it since 2023 of July. So I'm just a little confused as far as,
Well,
I've been paying for them every month $500 to.
have they been in touch with you?
We will reach out to them. We will work with them.
Well, they've got consent judgment in the amount of $19,795.29. Damages, which include 19,466.39, court costs of $328 plus interest at the rate of 13% per year from date of filing judgment entered against defendant. Defendant shall have the right to file a motion for installment payments with the court. So I just want you to understand, once I sign this, if you don't file a motion for installment payments, I don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to say, but they could at that juncture, they could go ahead and they could start garnishing wages. Do you understand that?
I do. I've been working with them for, I don't really know what play to play here. We will reach out to your debt settlement company because they've been trying to get settlements for quite a while as far as an agreement with them, and I pay through them, sir. So I don't want you're
going to have to file a motion for installment payments, okay?
And what does that entail?
You can go down the hall, you can fill out a motion for installment payments, and then I'll have a hearing and determine how much you can afford to pay. But the debt settlement consolidation companies, they can do what they want.
Does that change anything?
I don't have one thing to do with them.
No, I understand, sir. I understand.
Not one thing to do with them. And I hear these stories all the time where they're not doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not saying that might be the best debt consolidation company in the country, but
yes,
it's not for me to get involved with. They're not lawyers and they don't file appearances on cases. I'm going to go ahead and sign the judgment. You agree to those terms, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you signed that, right?
Yes, sir.
And you read it.
I did.
Anything else, Mr. Beers?
If there's nothing further, I think you would like a copy before you leave.
We'll give you a copy. If you can go down the hall, we'll give you a copy. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do I have anything else besides the small claims cases? In Wyatchek, I know that. Brian Murray versus Synchrony Bank, legal operations 2503754. Is anybody here for Synchrony Bank?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
It looks like, yeah, they didn't show up, right? Your name?
Martin.
So what is this about?
I bought a set of tires Black Friday last year. It was supposed to be 12 months, no interest, and somehow, I think it's because they double charged me, $486 and put it in the wrong interest column. Started charging me interest after 6 months, so it's just been 3 months worth plus fees and court costs. I tried calling the customer service.
So you're claiming $290.99.
I estimated over a little bit, didn't know so with court quick fees, it was $132.99. I just kind of,
Oh, with court fees or without?
with court fees, I didn't know,
Well, how'd you get to $290.99? You're saying with your fees that you paid to start the lawsuit, they only owe you $132.99.
correct. It was a miscalculation on my part. There was a $30 return statement fee. I think I might have put a wrong digit on.
All right, they didn't show up, but this was scheduled to take place this morning at 10. It's now 10:50. Can you give me a breakdown of your damages?
So on July, it was.
No, I just want to know how much they owe you in damages without court costs first.
So for 3 months, it was $60.99. There was a return fee for $30. I tried to pay off that column so there would be no further charges, and there was an issue there, so I paid again. And so that brings it to
$90.99
$90.99 plus.
of $30.
Yes.
Good enough. I'll go ahead and fill out the judgment for you. This will be by default. I'm dating it. You can go right down the hall and we will give you a copy of the judgment. Again, defendant failed to appear, so default judgment will enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant. Thank you very much. Ryan Lee Botts versus China Badiak and Kelvin Pruitt, 2503584.
Mr. Podium. Yeah, I have my realtor here to speak on my behalf because it's a realtor contract.
I can't have, I mean, he can be called as a witness, but he can't represent you. Come on up here, everybody. He can come up. Sir, what's your name?
Ryan Buck.
Ma'am, your name?
China batted, Your Honor.
And your name, sir?
Kelvin Pruitt.
All right, and your name, sir?
Jerry Bobbitt, Synergy Realty Group.
How do you spell the last name?
BOBBINTT.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
All right, plaintiff and defendants, you have the right to have the case removed if you want. You don't have to proceed in the small claims division. If you choose to do that, you can. If you choose to have the case removed, you'll have other rights that you won't have by proceeding in the small claims division. Let me put it another way. If you proceed in the small claims division, you're waiving the right to hire a lawyer, you're waiving the right to have a jury trial, you're waiving the right to appeal my decision. And plaintiff, to the extent that you may be entitled to it, you're waiving the right to seek in excess of $6,500. Do you understand that? Sir?
Yeah.
All right, do you waive those rights? You want to have the case removed?
No. Maybe I don't understand what you're saying.
If you proceed today in the small claims division, you can't appeal my decision.
Yeah.
You can't hire a lawyer to represent you on this. You can't have a jury trial, and you can't seek in excess of $6,500, even though they might owe you $50,000. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you understand those rights? Do you?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to waive those rights and proceed here, Mr. Botts, or do you wish to have the case removed to the general civil division?
I will continue today.
You waive those rights?
Yeah.
Do you, Ms. Badiak?
Yes, sir.
Got to keep your voice up.
Yes, sir.
Do you, Mr. Pruitt?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hands, all of you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth so help you God? Mr. Botts?
Yes.
Ms. Pruitt, Ms. Badiak?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pruitt?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bobbitt?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me just take a quick peek here, see what this one's about. It says, Defendant refuses to sign your lease of escrow deposit of $3,000 for structural damage. They're mad that the pool wasn't clean and ready for use and for outside fence to dry rotting. All right. I don't understand. So the defendants bought a house from the plaintiff,
Yes.
and how much was the purchase price?
75,000.
What's this about?
Your Honor, the seller was late moving out of the house. The house was not room clean. The pool was unusable, and I spent more than $3,000 fixing the mess. The contracts
Wait, slow down. When did you close? When was the close?
in June. We closed maybe on June, it was in June.
Well, I know, I need to know the date.
Can
Can you tell me, Mr. Bobbitt?
I only have the escrow here, the date they were signed, so I do not, I apologize, it's about approximately 45 days.
We closed on June 11th.
Thank you.
And that purchase price was $475,
Yes, sir.
and there was an escrow deposit. Yes?
Yes.
What was the escrow for? Can one of you tell me over here?
It was a damage escrow for $3,000. For damage.
Structural damage.
And so,
Yes.
so there's a $3,000 damage deposit that was given.
By-
Any damages.
By the,
Mr. Botts held it, it's with Michigan Title.
okay,
So it was $3,000 for any damages that were done after the day of the purchase agreement. They have to leave it in the same condition or in better condition.
right.
The defendant is complaining, is stating that the property was left in disarray. When we showed up, the agent wanted him to sign a key release, which he refused to sign, and a damage report, which he refused to sign. I did have the agent write on the back what his complaints were as far as the damages. As far as damages go, he mentioned two things. One was a patio gate or garden gate that was damaged. And two was the pool was left, not to his standard. So I did bring a picture, but unfortunately, Your Honor, we don't take pictures to try to show damage. But it was an old fence.
Let me stop you a second. When did you guys enter into the purchase agreement?
The purchase agreement was originally initiated in April.
What date? Can you tell me, Mr.
I
Pike?
do not, because I didn't read the purchase agreement.
You have,
It's a damn just.
Okay.
you have a purchase agreement here?
July 1st.
July 1st?
2020. Yes.
All right, so that was the PA date. You closed on. Wait a minute,
With time.
wait a minute. I thought,
No.
am I missing something? I thought you guys just,
Closing day was July 11th. It's right here on the addendum.
wait a minute, slow down. I thought you told me June 11th. Did you not say that or did I write it down?
Talk to July.
Is it June 11th or July 11th?
We said it earlier on, that's not just only.
You gotta talk to me, don't talk to him. You gotta keep your voice up for me, okay? I thought you told me that the closing took place June 11th. Did I misunderstand you, Mr. Pruitt?
Yes, I was meeting July 11th.
Okay, so July 11th closing, right?
Yes.
You guys closed 11 days after the purchase agreement was entered into?
No. April 22nd was the purchase agreement date.
April 22nd was a purchase agreement date when we did the office.
All right, so then you didn't close till July 11th.
Yeah.
And your complaints were the pool was not up to your standards and there was a portion of the gate that was damaged, right?
No, sir, that's not what we're bringing to the table. That's what they said. We have other things that were out of range, dismantled. They left all kinds of garbage. They left their entire room upstairs. They left.
All right, slow down. Be specific. What was the problem that entitles you to the $3,000?
So
One at a time.
the pool was green. It cost, you'll see with the receipts, it cost them $1,200 for the pool. The house supposed to be.
To do what?
To get the pool cleaned.
Backwashed and all that?
Backwashed and cleaned out to the point where it was even usable.
You have a picture of the pool?
Yes, sir.
Can I see the pool? So pool was number one. What's number two? Thank you. Jeez.
Exhibit one is the pool.
Yeah,
Then there was trash in the sheds, trash in the driveway. They left, military, so much military, all the belongings upstairs in their house. They had a fence that they tried to take down, they left dog poop in it, a lizard. There's a lizard at the house.
you left all this like this?
The
Well,
only thing I did leave the pool green because I didn't use it.
well,
The pool was green when they looked at the house, Ron. The pool stayed green until they bought the house.
It wasn't
It
open,
wasn't open when we looked at it, Your Honor.
and the pool was open for his graduation party. You see where it says grad all in there? Those are his poop floaties that he threw his graduation party for.
Was there? I didn't use the.
all right, hang on, slow down. Well, I know, but you still. So you got all this garbage here. Did you see these
The
pictures?
garbage is at the curb where I was supposed to put the garbage for the trash to be collected, so.
They wouldn't take that, Your Honor. We had to schedule another pickup for them to come.
How much did that cost you?
Of the city.
City
The
pay.
city picks it up and bring it up. There is no fee, Your Honor. There's unlimited trash. That's what it is.
All right, slow down. You can't, wait. Both of you can't be talking at once. See this picture here? Can you all see that?
Yes.
What does that consist of? That looks like,
I was there when I purchased the home originally, sir. I never touched or used the stuff that was left there.
looks like ceiling tiles, am I right?
I'm not sure what it was.
Yes, Your Honor. It was, you drywall, things
All
that,
right, what'd you do with that? You threw it out?
Yes.
Did it cost you any money to throw it out?
No, not that.
All right, what else did you have to expend money on? $1,200 for the pool. Do you have a receipt for telling me that it
Yeah.
cost you 1,200? Hand that up.
Now I like to add, I offer to purchase stop for you.
sir.
It takes 2 to 4 bags of shot to open the pool up. Then someone moves around and decides it being vacuumed. And the part of the pool is not part of the structural damage because the water is green. It's the structural damage deposit. It doesn't, green water isn't destruction.
Who did this? It says guest check, Flat Rock Home, $395, 3 days.
It was our cleaning lady came, Your Honor. They were supposed to have it broom clean and everything.
Who's this? Who's the cleaning lady?
Rhonda.
Rhonda what?
I'm sure that's name.
So you got 1,200, you got 395. What else do you have?
We took off 3 days of work,
Who did?
myself and my husband, because they were supposed to be out on the 11th. And we didn't get ownership to the house until the 15th because they stayed 4 days over. Wouldn't get out of the house, couldn't get a hold of nobody.
And then
Wait a minute, slow down.
we
Slow
tried,
down, wait, stop. I need to digest this. So you're
Yes,
telling me that on the 11th you closed
Yes, sir.
and he was still in the 15th. Did the
Yes, sir.
purchase agreement provide for immediate occupancy?
It did not, Your Honor.
Would it-
And we had, no, there's actually
What did it provide for?
free occupancy.
Free occupancy?
no,
I gave him
Whoa,
I gave,
wait, guys, wait. I just had 4 of you talking at the same time. You know the chance of her picking this up and doing it correctly? Come on, one at a time. I directed my question to him. If I'm looking at you and I'm asking you a question, I want you to answer it, not somebody else in the hallway or here, please. All right, let me see the purchase agreement. It provided for free occupancy for how long, Mr. Bobbitt?
I think it was 30 days.
Well, it said sellers will vacate the premises, all personal belongings will be removed on or before August the 10th. Did you guys not hear?
listen, thing.
They don't have any, you usually have, why was there no, doing it
Rent
again.
escrow?
Hang on, you're doing it again.
I was raising my hand because I want to ask you.
I was looking at him. Well, yeah, why was there no rent escrow, no daily amount?
Because it was free occupancy after closing. So there was no rent escrow because no rent.
So I can't penalize them for staying in the 11th through the
For
15th.
30 days they got it. So from
So-
July 11th to August 10th was their free 30 days. They were supposed to be out August 10th.
Paragraph 26 says possession will be given 60 days after closing, or
That's what our addendum said. We agreed to 30 days. Our agreement was for 30 days. It says it on the very end of, they will have their belongings out on August 10th or before. It's on the very last page that we all signed and agreed on.
you're gonna have to show me.
So if you flip the packet over.
Seller will vacate the premises, all personal belongings will be removed on or before August 10th of 25. When did he vacate?
August 15th. Your Honor.
Okay,
Still moving. They had,
well, there was hang on, there was an addendum here that says you were to be out by August 10th, and you were there till the 15th?
Yes, I was, because I wasn't allowed to get into the home I purchased.
Well, you guys have a mortgage?
yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so, you,
Household.
I know what I want to hear. I will come to you at the end. I promise you. I will hear every single word that every single person says before I make the decision. Is your mortgage, taxes, and insurance all included in your monthly mortgage payment?
Yes, Your Honor.
You sure?
Yes.
So you pay your taxes with your mortgage, and your homeowners goes with your mortgage. How much is that a month?
39.73.
Can you do me a favor? So he's out 4 days late. Yeah, but I mean, Amy, you have a calculator there. Okay, now I'm prepared to let you finish.
Original agreement, they're be out by August 22nd. It was based on us buying a home purchase. I also gave the defendants $20,000 to buy my house. 10,000 in the cost of the house and 10,000 out of my house. I moved as soon as I could move. And I looked at houses almost 5 or 6 a day, over 40 houses per month. The quickest we could get out there was on that day because the owners of the house we bought would not allow us access to
Hey,
it.
slow down. Do you have a calculator down there?
Look it up on the computer. Oh, no.
I think Tabitha has one. John, would you?
Check.
Wait a second. You signed an addendum on July 1 saying you would be out by August 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So whether the new, whether the house you're buying was available or not because the sellers hadn't moved out is not their concern. You understand what I'm saying to you? You just need a calculator.
You tell me what to put in. I have it here on the screen, but I don't.
I want to know the daily charge. Take 3973, divide by 30.
132.43.
All right. Times 4 should be 520, should be 530 or 529.
Section.
Yep. All right. What else? Are you telling me you're sure that the gate was damaged or not damaged until after you signed the purchase agreement, but before you signed before you closed on the property?
In the, yes, the fact that there's before and after the pictures. If you look at them, one of them is written on the top, it says before, it's a picture of the home. And I believe the picture I tried to make it so immediately after it's taken down.
What's this, the garage door? What happened to the garage door?
Some kind of way when we bought it, it was not ripped up like that. I do have photos actually in, of the
How much
inspection.
did you have to spend for that?
I haven't been up to final again. It's a netting that's completely ripped and torn apart.
I don't know where you're saying that the gate, you have before and after pictures. I see. Let me just double check.
Your Honor, I do have it before, if you want that, if you want us to go over it forth.
Sure.
If I could.
Why did you leave all this junk on the floor?
What? Parker landed here, it was about the respect. It's that,
You can show that to him.
I'll have up here.
Yeah, you can come right there.
I don't know any of that, because that room was empty when we moved out. That is not my belongings.
Your Honor,
My realtor and their realtor did a walkthrough together to verify the damages or room's conditions of the home. I wasn't there for that.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, so when they refused to sign, the agent had them write down in their writing and sign exactly what their concerns were and for the reasons not wanting to sign the damage escrow. And for as far as damage goes, they mentioned two things, which was the pool and they mentioned the fence. The fence, I would agree with him. It was already damaged. The pool, I would also agree with them. It wasn't left in the greatest condition. So that's why I said, give them some money for the pool, for the shop. He said $200. I was texting back and forth with their agent. Their agent said absolutely not. They were gonna go after a lot more.
Well, I mean, the pool was green and he's got a receipt here. He's got a receipt indicating that he spent $1,200, right?
We were never given that. Your Honor.
Well, let me show it to you now.
Now,
This one here.
for 4 years, you know, pool five of this. It doesn't take, anytime you uncover your pool for winter, it's gonna be green.
Of course.
And I spent $50 in shock and chlorine for my daughter's graduation party. And after her party, I didn't continue paying out of my pocket for the pool I was not gonna use. And the color of the pool did not determine the agreement of them purchasing the house. There's no structural damage whatsoever, not even to the pool. You can't damage a pool because the water's green. They can be shocked out, but if you're not swimming, you can put 200 pounds of shock in there and it's still gonna be green unless someone's in it moving it.
Your Honor, he just said he didn't use it
I just pulled
earlier today.
What do you want to say, Mr. Bobbitt?
And I mean, this is up to you, Your Honor. He had it clean for $1,200.
Right.
Then he had it winterized.
Yes.
I'm just, why would you?
Wait, you said it winterized since.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, pool closing with chemicals. Yeah, he paid.
This was at the end of August.
Pool
You have one
closing.
past August in Michigan, so we
She's
cleaned
not
it
wrong.
and we closed it.
Let him finish.
But we pool closing with chemicals, 400, then a rectangular pool cover for 200, and then 10 water bags. I don't know what that's for.
He's not asking for that.
No,
So,
He's asking for the 1,200.
but with the 1,200, okay, and I apologize then. With the 1,200, Your Honor, to clean a pool doesn't cost $700 just to shock it and clean it, and then you had the filters cleaned for $500.
the filter was in really bad shape. We had to get a new filter. We couldn't use that filter because of how nasty it was. It would have kept the pool dirty.
There's some other aspects though.
I'll bring the boot tech if you want to bring them back and reschedule.
Right, and our realtor can come as well too, because we have a realtor.
Wait a minute. Wait. I can't have you guys talking to each other or talking while others are talking. Please don't address the other side, address the court. If you convince him you're wrong or her that you're right, it doesn't matter unless you convince me. All right, go ahead.
So, so as far as getting it clean, personally, it's a little exorbitant. Like I said, I thought $250 was more than a fair offer to buy the shock to get it cleaned. Because the pool was earlier in fine condition. So a month and a half that it may not have been shocked or chlorine isn't gonna cost $750 worth of cleaning.
Mhm.
That being said, when I asked him, or like the agent asked him to name everything, this is a damage deposit escrow. It wasn't a rent escrow or a holdover escrow. It was just for damages. And the two things that he mentioned, pool, that's up to your own, discretion. And like I said, the fence was already damaged. It's an old wooden fence. So again, to have any claim on a fence, I didn't deemed necessary. That's why I did speak with Mr. Botts, the seller, and saying, I think you did leave the pool in an unkept condition to clean it, but the rest of the house was in a very clean, broom swept condition.
Your Honor, his son actually was the real estate agent. He was apologizing to me for the state we got the house in. We went to buy our dream house and this is what we walked in.
All right. And you're saying the $3,000 is with Michigan Title?
Correct.
I'm not sure how to do this. I wish Michigan Title was a party.
Sure. All we need is a court order stating house is supposed to be
I
disposed,
know.
and I'll forward that to Michigan.
I know. It would have been easier if they were here.
We had started in April with the Botts family trying to get this house. And every time we had tried to come up with an addendum or tried to figure something out, it was always on their end, they couldn't do something. So when they were trying and looking for their new house, their credit wasn't good enough. So we gave them another 30 days to get their credit together to buy the house. Then we gave them another 30 days. We continued and continued our generosity for the Botts family until it became all that stuff up there was the military members. I'm a veteran, Your Honor. They had dog tags, they had old uniforms. It was not our stuff. All that he showed a picture of was his stuff, Your Honor. It was us taking off work to move in, then we couldn't move in. Now we're missing $200 days because of our
All right,
work.
slow down. Just slow down. How much was the damaged escrow deposit?
3,000.
Feel funny about telling somebody else to, that's not a party here. Jeez. All right. And this, and you bought the property at 271, 401 Arsenal, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't care what did I let everybody finish now? I want to make sure that everybody is finished. Let's start with you, Mr. Botts.
I just know the original agreement, we agreed to be outlined August 22nd at the latest, if I look at it, had to that time to buy a house. Not to mention that I already thought I was being, treating them good as a veteran, but I feel like they're greedy, because someone gives you $20,000 down to buy a house, you should be a little appreciative. There's no appreciation there, it's just give me from these people, since the get-go. Constantly trying to change their denims. That's how that escrow damage money is in there. That wasn't originally part of the agreement. That happened later down the road once. Everything was going through.
Anything, sir, you want to say?
No.
Miss Babiak?
Yes, Your Honor. He didn't give us $20,000. That went towards us paying the $475. That was him putting it in the escrow. He didn't give us any money.
$10,000 I did too.
All right,
No,
don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Go
Your
ahead.
Honor, if I knew we could bring our realtor, I would, to break it down and explain to you where the money went and how it went. He didn't give us any money. Every time we tried to get a hold of him and come up with an agreement, it had always been on his side. What he needed, how many days he needed, finding a house. We were almost gonna not be able to get into the school district because of how late the dates rolled over, because we were also changing school district. So we gave him as much time as we possibly could. On the 10th, we couldn't get a hold of nobody. I know his realtor was, again, apologetic, sorry the way things happened, said he didn't want to deal with them, couldn't deal with them, that he didn't understand what was really going on. So we didn't get any answers of when he was moving out, what day. We had to reschedule twice, our moving company, things of that nature, like stuff we didn't put in the packet. He left his dog poop all over his dog cage, tried taking that,
All right,
couldn't get it in time, like left a mess.
anything else?
The original seller price was $464. When they raised it, that was the money he's talking about. So it wasn't given to him. It wasn't like I got any money out of pocket, right? And even with this escrow deal, I tried to contact them several times to come up with a solution. I offered $1,000. We offered $1,500. They refused everything. And they would not contact us.
All right,
Right? So
I've heard it. Thank you. You got to leave the property in better condition. Yeah, let me. I'm done. I'm ready to talk and tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. You have to leave your property in better condition. You're talking about a gate, you're talking about a green pool, you're talking about leaving garbage and things in there, and there's something about the damage to the gate as well. I'm going to give you $800 on the, I'm talking about you two, on the pool. I'm going to give you $539.73, which represents the 5 days. Listen, you can shake your head, but please do it outside, okay? Mr. Botts, you don't get to stay over. I don't care why it is. Their mortgage, their daily rate is $132.43. That means you're going to pay them times the number of days that you spent there. We also have a cleaning fee from a cleaning lady, and I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to give a judgment to the plaintiff for $1,350. I'm going to order that Michigan Title release $1,350 to the plaintiff and $1,650 to the defendants, and you can all take back your property, whatever exhibits that you have that you'd like, okay? That's the ruling of the court. You can both go down and get a copy of the judgment, okay? There weren't counterclaims filed here. There should and could have been. I try to work these out, small claims, the best I can, and those are all either in the file or down with you. Good luck, everybody.
Your Honor.
Hang on one second, Mr. Bobbitt. I'm going to trust you're going to take that order over to Michigan Title.
Yep.
And tell them what I said, and they can call me if they need to. Yes, ma'am.
I also have mail of his that I tried to return to, yes. If he wants to take it, I'll give it to him.
What's this guy doing? Leaving already? Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. Return to sender or forwarding address. I'm not dealing with that. That has nothing to do with me. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
that's a very good.
You too.
Your Honor, can I get an order? Can I get an order?
Yeah, they'll give you a copy of the order. Tell them to give them a copy.
Sure, what has got about the last.
Was,
We were able to get into Emily's emails. The defendant did send an email on Monday, September 29th at 12:47 PM. Quote, please help me tell the judge, ... That was it.
Were you drunk?
No, that was actually my husband, and then he ended up calling her.
You got a drinking problem. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what I'm seeing out of this whole thing. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You're making a lot of excuses. I think you're rationalizing. I don't know why your husband thinks he can send something to probation on, under your name. I know what's going on. I can tell. I'm serious. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to figure out which direction I need to go. You didn't show up because, as far as I'm concerned, you were drinking within 3 days and you knew you'd be positive. You can give me all this about not showing up because your husband threatening you. Your husband, who was threatening you, I think you said earlier, is now sending emails. On what day was that?
September 29th, the last.
September 29th. And he's sending emails and you're telling me he's threatening you, and September 29th was the day that you were supposed to test. Young lady,
I was actually moving out and leaving in with my mom for a little bit with the kids. So it'd be easier for me if she's willing to help me with everything, now that she knows the gravity of my situation.
anything else? I know it's a tough one because she's almost forcing my hand here. Anything you want to say?
I'm in jail over this. If the kids need you, everything will fall apart in thousands.
What are you thinking?
When I had a conversation with Emily, Emily's recommendations to jail.
I've been taking this seriously from day one. I've been doing everything. I've been working so hard from 3:30 till 3 in the morning every day just to try to maintain all of our bills. I got my kids.
When did you lose your job?
It was August 13th, but I wasn't late. It was for me leaving early because I kept getting out at 30 in the morning. I had to leave early a lot of times with kids. My boss, he didn't want to let me go. It's just how the point system works. I was always there. I was always a hard worker. They didn't want to let me go. He even told me if I put my 2 weeks in, he'd hire me right back. But I couldn't afford to stop working at the time. I had to keep going. My understanding was that my husband, talking to his chairman every day at work, that they were gonna have him start back work last month, but they're just dragging it on and they keep telling him just be ready to work, and it's just creating, all this debt that we're getting and creating him to on this mental breakdown, I've been having to hold it all together on my own. I have a dream, that's why I was lost the first time when I had the wine. I don't desire to drink it all in port, Your Honor. Honest to God. I just have a really hard time balancing all this. I had no choice to ask my mom for help, and he had no choice to ask his peers that he doesn't even talk to for help to pay our mortgage so we don't lose our home. That's all that's been going on right now. I have 5 interviews this week, but I'm determined to get a job. And he's supposed to start work next week for his mom's husband's work. He's supposed to go out there and just work for him until he gets called back for GM. So that we have something to get us by until then. But I plan on going to work. I wanted get a different job other than working from 3:30 to 3 in the morning so I could be there to take the kids to school because they go through all the different schools. And I wanted to work in the morning.
What time was that email?
12:47 PM.
In the afternoon.
Yes, the DNA would be open between 5 and 7 PM that night.
Oh, why didn't you go then? So you're saying your husband's sending something to probation, or at least this is,
And I wasn't able to go because it was only from 6 AM till 9. I could only go between 5 and 7.
September 29th
And I was here.
Monday.
was a Monday.
They're always open morning and evening though.
Why didn't you go that then?
I couldn't go anymore and I was here. So I
At night. Why didn't you go at night?
can only go between 5 and 7.
At night.
Yeah, I couldn't get there. I didn't have any money, I didn't have any transportation. I tried calling everybody, I couldn't get there between 5 and 7. I had all the kids, I had no money, I had no transportation, everybody was calling me the next morning. My mom was away from usually she's there all the time. Like I could get a hold of her anything at any time, but I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I've been taking this seriously. I don't miss anything. Even with the sober league,
You missed it.
I think there was, I did everything right.
Man, stop.
I can't.
Stop. Stop. I don't know what's going on with you. If I order a sober link, you're going to tell me you can't afford the sober link. If I order. Well, you needed to afford the.
Help me. I could have a job by the end of this week. I know I can.
Lisa? Can you hear me, Lisa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Will Gibraltar send? I don't know where she's going to go if I give her 3 days. Do you? Where Gibraltar will want to send her?
I'm not sure. I can call and check.
Please do. When is probation scheduled to expire? October 18th, right?
Yes.
Judge. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, they said they normally would go to Flat Rock, but Flat Rock does not accept females, so she'll go to or to downtown.
I thought you were going to tell me that. That was not the answer I was looking for. I do not relish sending people to jail. I don't relish it. But you got to wake up. No, you're going to serve 3 days jail. We're going to put right on the commitment until 5 p.m. on Wednesday. be on a SoberLink device for 75 days. To be on SoberLink by 10 a.m. What time do they open, do you know?
7 a.m.
By 10 a.m. on 10/9/25. You're to pay additional costs of 50, additional probation fees of 80 because I'm extending your probation until February 18 of 26. So you're gonna be on probation until February 18, 26. You're gonna pay additional costs of 50, additional probation fees of 80. You're to serve 3 days jail from now until 5 p.m. on Wednesday. I just want you to think you're to be on a SoberLink device for 75 days until October 9th. Ms. Wyachek, you seem like a really nice person. I think you got to get your life in order. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want to. That's the last thing I wanted. I'm sorry, ma'am. I really am sorry. I really am. Good luck. I'm sorry. And you have to be on that SoberLink by Friday morning at 10. So you're going to be back on a SoberLink by Friday morning at 10 a.m. On Thursday morning, Roger.
So
You're getting out Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Yes, ma'am.
when
Right now.
I have to have somebody take me to jail right now.
Yes. You're not going to have them. We're going to lock you up. I'm sorry. We'll let you make some calls. I promise you. Okay?
Post witness.